Hello, wonderful viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I'd like you to, as usual, pick the stone that your intuition would have you pick, the one that you're drawn to. All right, and I'll begin your reading, your daily tarot reading. All right, for those of you who chose this interesting kind of striped stone, I believe this is actually called Picasso stone. We've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Ten of Cups. All right. This is nice energy. I like this. I like this because the cups are awful nice. But yet there's logic, there's practicality, there's insight behind it all. So we have for some of you, you are doing a wonderful job of keeping a basic sense of security, like everybody's going to be okay in your family, in your home. For some of you, you're doing a terrific job. This is a completion card. This is basically kind of like everybody's all right, Doesn't need to be perfect, but there's enough security that the children can grow and develop, and it's okay. So some of you are doing a fantastic job of that in your household, whether you have kids or not, in your group, in your family, the people you care about, the people you'd call family. And you're doing that partly because you are insightful and you're using your intellect. Some of you hearing this reading are just really good at making a plan and sticking with it. Really good at even structure, being very smart about the way you use your time, being very smart about the decisions that you make for the greater good. So I think for a lot of you, this is about a recognition of that. Please know that not everybody can pull that off. A lot of people can't pull that off. So also the Queen of Swords, she picks up that sword. She's real quick at picking up that Ace of Swords. So when Spirit offers her an insight or something from her intuition, she's good at picking that up, that thought, that clarity. This is intellectual. She's good at picking up that thought and using it. So the Knight of Cups is about also making a good impression or somebody making a good impression upon you. I just feel such a confidence in this Queen of Swords. See, the Knight of Cups can bring some good news, can bring a good message, can be really nice to see. He can be a suitor, but he or she can be somebody who's got something, a conversation that makes you feel good, is quite appealing. I have full confidence that the Queen of Swords here in this reading can talk to somebody representing that the Knight of Cups represents and see through any kind of if sometimes the Knight of Cups promises more than he can. Sometimes he makes it seem better than it is. Sometimes he's so into making a good impression or even making people feel good that he's not exactly accurate in portraying who he is or what he brings. But see, now the Queen of Swords would get it right away. She would know exactly how much she could count on from this person. She would keep it in perspective. She could just enjoy the Knight of Cups, whatever that is, if that represents a person or a nice message that is coming to you or a nice conversation that's coming to you. This person is in control. And I think this is simply a recognition of that. And please appreciate your abilities that allow you to do that. Please appreciate your intellect. Appreciate your ability to plan. Not everybody can do that. And it sure has been useful to you and the people you care about. That's what I'm seeing. And plus, it gives you a sense of confidence that you can enjoy. You can enjoy these things. They don't have to be. You don't approach life in a fearful manner. You don't need to approach it in a fearful manner. You approach it in a manner of, okay, I don't need anybody to be everything to me or make me feel great. But if somebody's going to come along and make me feel good, hey, I like that. It's like that. It's like that. That's a wonderful reading. Okay, for those of you who have this green banded stone, Miss Agate. We've got the King of Swords. We've got the Queen of Wands. Look at all this energy. We've got the Nine of Cups, the Witch card. Holy moly. We have some mature energy going on in these readings today. So the King of Swords, that energy is truth, clarity, intellect, planning, logic. We'll keep the emotion over here so it doesn't mess with our logic. That's the King of Swords. He can be sometimes a little bit stern. He can seem kind of stern, or he can seem kind of cold. Sometimes, not that he means to be, just that he's found that sometimes it's better to just call it like you see it, and be very realistic. And sometimes you need to think and use your intellect and not be bothered by the emotional ramifications of things. See, he's mature. He's a king. He's not a page. He's not a knight. So he's mature. So it's not that he's unaware or dismissing. It's just that he's preferring logic right now. So that could be your energy along with this, like a very intellectually savvy, good planning kind of day, along with nice push and nice energy and nice goal-directed kind of push. See, this is the Queen of Wands. She's also mature, and she knows what her purpose is. She knows what her goal is. She knows what's important to her. She maintains her focus. She doesn't lay it down. She just does this with purpose and usually energy and sometimes quite a bit of enthusiasm even and enjoyment. This queen is a sensual queen. She sort of feels really alive, and she kind of just enjoys life. She enjoys action. So if these are aspects of your energy today, you have lots of good clarity. Your smarts are terrific. Your planning's great. You got the detailed plan and you got the oomph to get you going and keep you going. So that's terrific. And the Nine of Cups, that's going to make you feel good. If there's something you'd really like to have today or have happen today, or something you're working on, the Nine of Cups is a terrific sign of success or getting your wish. And that person too is a mature person. And that person too has had many wishes, doing all right. So I just see a lot of goodness in this reading. And I don't know if these are each aspects of you in your day, or this is one of these, it represents somebody in your life, a partner or a friend or somebody else in your life. But today it's working. Today it is working. It is just fine. The fire and the air signs are working together just fine. Sometimes this is about people with those signs. Sometimes it's about that's just the nature of their energy today or in general. But this is good. Very good reading. Enjoy being your purposeful, smart self today. All right. For those of you who chose the pink stone, but also make room for fun and emotional fulfillment with that Nine of Cups, you're likely to get it. Okay, so we have minor arcana again. So we're not seeing earth-shattering kinds of days in these readings, but good cards again. So we have the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, that's that energy that gets things done, that knows its purpose, that has the drive, he knows he's drawn also to what is important to him and fulfilling those goals. And he's lively a lot of times. He's so wonderful to be given the energy. It's like the more this guy focuses on his purpose and gets up and just does it, he actually increases in energy. He doesn't get depleted. That's where he likes to be. So that is terrific. I think there's a nice purposeful day here, a mature approach to it. And the Six of Coins suggests that you might even be giving to somebody. You may even feel like, I don't know if you're giving money or some other thing that helps the person feel more secure, but you may just be so purposeful, and your maturity is reassuring to people, and you lend them a sense of security. You can kind of pull them up a little bit if they are not in that place. You get an opportunity today. There might even be a new goal offered today, I think I want to do this for today kind of thing, a smaller one. But of course, that Ace of Wands, you just never know, because sometimes those small things, they become a habit and they become a much larger purpose and goal that is really does mature. So it's just, I always like the Ace of Wands. It's an opportunity offered. It's a want to. You're drawn to something. It's a bit of enthusiasm sometimes. I like it. I like the energy today. And not only does the energy that you have today and the way you use it, not only does that do you good, it does others good too, I think. Great, great energy. For those of you who've got the amethyst, we have, the World card, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so I'm so glad you get the World. The World is sort of success. It's completion. It's, you have the world in your hands. It's a reassuring card. It's a, please reflect upon how far you've come, what you've actually completed. It kind of tells you don't worry about things that are in process because you already are a success. It's that kind of card. Now, it comes alongside this Three of Swords, which is about some sort of repeated frustration or heartache or something that reminds you of an old problem that's been there. It can be about, now swords can be thoughts. Swords are thoughts, beliefs. It can be you have trouble from an old belief about yourself that actually is painful. It can be that somebody says something that is hurtful that reminds you of past things. It can be any number of things. It can simply be reflecting upon a repeated pattern in your life that's caused you some grief. So what in the world? I think that this is an encouragement for you to don't focus on this. You know, everything that we've gone through, we've learned a lot from, we're learning a lot from. Some of your success right now, some things that are complete right now, that some milestones you've accomplished, it's partly because of this. So I do think you're encouraged to look at how far you've come. I think you're encouraged to look at your success. I think you're encouraged to see this as maybe not all that relevant. If there's anything yet to be learned from looking at that, you'll learn it because you have learned so much already. But this is a completion card, so I don't know that there's much relevant to be learned from looking at that again. I just don't think there is, actually. And the Seven of Cups, to me, that's a little bit of confusion, a little murkiness. I feel like there's a little bit of today uncertainty about what should I expect? Should I expect something good? Should I expect something? Is there something that could happen that would be bad that's kind of like this was? Is there, is it safe to expect good things? Or should I worry? Well, you know what? I think the World card is saying, no, please do not worry. The Seven of Cups usually says that too. It's about choices. And you're always encouraged to entertain the positive expectation. Be hopeful. Don't look at the clouds as storm clouds. Look at the clouds as, this is a beautiful sunny sky. The clouds are white fluffy clouds and you're building castles in the sky. It's okay to do that. It's okay to expect positive. I do think you're getting some reassurance. Please know that you have overcome difficulties, heartaches, hardships, and you are a success. And please expect more success in the future. That's what I would say this reading says. So I thank you all so much. These have been wonderful readings today. It must be good energy today. You all have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.